Hello everyone, back to the third Glastonbury update from Glastonbury. So, done two updates of Glastonbury so far. I did the first one on Friday last week, the second one was on Sunday. That first update was an absolute shocker. It was very cold, very wet, very miserable update, one of the worst Glastonbury updates we've ever done. Update number 2 was much better. There was a little bit of unsettled weather in there, but certainly it was trending in the right direction. So we're going to do update number 3 for you right now. We're going to go from Tuesday 25th, so only a week away now, Tuesday 25th, right way through to Sunday the 30th, the final day of the Glastonbury Festival. Just say that if you're enjoying the Glastonbury updates, please like, share and subscribe, and let us know that you're enjoying it. Right, so we're going to start off on Tuesday, so just 1 week away now, and we've got high pressure sitting to the north of the country with the GFS model tonight, and that's bringing up a very warm, potentially even quite hot, sort of southerly southeasterly wind. There is an area of low pressure out to the southwest of Ireland. If you have a look at the upper air temperatures, you'll see that we are sitting within a pool of quite warm air, very hot just to our east. Now, I have to say that the GFS run at the moment is, and a lot of the other models too, swing wildly between various scenarios, but there is going to be some sort of heat surge, I think, coming out of North Africa and Mediterranean through next week. Where that heat surge goes will be very interesting to see. This particular GFS run has the core of the heat kind of like over Germany and down into Mediterranean. So back to Glastonbury, we're kind of like on the edges of that hot weather, but it is pretty warm there over the UK on Tuesday. Lots of dry weather too, don't worry about those sort of little shower areas just there. It's a dry day and an area of high pressure and potentially quite hot. Now London is being forecast to get around 28 degrees, so that's into the 80s Fahrenheit. It's not as hot as that down in Glastonbury, but even so, we're seeing temperatures going up to around 25 there, 24, 25 around Somerset. You can add a degree or two on, so quite a hot day actually on Tuesday. That's Wednesday, high pressure sitting just to our northwest, bringing in this easterly wind. That's going to be a pretty hot easterly wind as well. Hotter air is getting ever closer to us through the middle part of next week. So we are importing some really quite hot air into the far southeast. Otherwise, we're looking very warm on Wednesday, and of course everybody will be heading down to Glastonbury on Wednesday to pitch up their tents and soak up the atmosphere and sort of get ready for the entertainment. So again, it's a mainly dry day. There are a few thunderstorms down in the Channel. They might threaten Somerset later on in the day, but this is probably too far away. Actually, it's over a weekend, so it's too far away for that kind of detail, but the potential is there for a bit of a storm. There's a little bit of cape and lift. That indicates that there's convective potential, so it could be lightning and thunder. But another very warm day. Temperatures again, kind of like low 20s being forecast. So you probably lift that up towards the mid-20s Celsius. With the potential, of course, that it could be quite a lot hotter. Because if you just go back to the upper air temperatures, you can see that we are very, very close. Some really hot air that's just over the other side of the Channel. So won't take that much of an adjustment to start to bring that in to the country through the middle of next week. That's Thursday, so more people will be heading down to Glastonbury on Thursday. High pressure still in control, really, but just beginning to leak the pressure away a little bit across the country. Upper air temperatures are still looking very warm or hot across many parts of England and Wales. It's another dry day, so this is a very good update compared to the last couple of updates. Really, really good up to Thursday. I mean, another pretty dry day. Temperatures again very warm. It's suggesting kind of low 20s. I think you lift it up to mid-20s Celsius at least. So that's going again into the upper 70s Fahrenheit. Through to Friday. This is Friday the 28th of June. And now pressure is beginning to leak away a little bit. We're not yet under low pressure, but we are seeing a weakening of the area of high pressure. So upper air temperatures are still pretty warm, but they are cooling down a little bit. And just a suggestion of a few showers perhaps starting to break out. Although again, the emphasis is really on dry weather here up to Friday. It does look very dry on this particular GFS run. And again, temperatures kind of like low to mid-20s Celsius. It is looking hot down in London And I think for Somerset, for Glastonbury, you could increase that a little bit more, certainly towards the mid-20s Celsius. So very warm next week, but potentially could get hotter than that. And a lot of dry weather too. Now, by Saturday, 29th of June, we're beginning to find an area of low pressure starting to develop close to the UK. So obviously, as we're going along day by day, pressure is weakening. Now we are almost at an area of low pressure. Upper air temperatures are cooling down. It's suggesting showers breaking out, particularly for northern and western parts of the country. Again, don't take that shower area too literally. It's too far away, that kind of detail. It is just a suggestion, but by the time you get through to Saturday 29th, showers are breaking out as pressure is lowering. Temperatures are also lowering, but probably still low 20 Celsius, suggesting around 19, 20 for Somerset. Again, you could probably go to around 22 or 23. So it's still warm enough, but just beginning to ease the temperature back, starting to a bit more showering. And that's how we look on Sunday the 30th, which is the final day of the Glastonbury Festival. We're under a trough of low pressure at this point. And if you have a look at bread temperatures, they're generally a little bit cooler, particularly to how they were at the start of the update. Again, the suggestion is that showers are breaking out. Don't take those rain areas too literally. But as we're going along, particularly as we get towards the end of the Glastonbury Festival, Saturday, Sunday, then the threat of showers or maybe even longer spells of rain is growing. Temperatures are sort of low 20 Celsius again. You probably add a degree or so onto that. So still pleasantly warm, but gradually cooling down a bit and starting to get a bit more unsettled by the end of the Glastonbury Festival. Now, all I say about this is that I don't think we've got the pattern for this year's Glastonbury Festival yet. There is too much sort of swinging from run to run going on, particularly in terms of this push of heat that's going to come out of North Africa into Europe through next week. That could be further east than the model is organised. It might be further west and give us a direct hit. So I don't think that's sorted out yet, and that will determine what kind of weather we get. There are going to be big temperature contrasts around across much of northern Europe next week. There will be very hot air in one area, there'll be cooler Atlantic air in another area. That could turn things unsettled. So there is still a lot to sort out here. Haven't got the pattern pinned down, but I think we can say that update number 3 is another pretty good update, although it does get a bit more unsettled at the end. I think overall this is another one to bank. It's a decent update, but with the caveat that this whole period, for particularly the second half of next week, second half of next week, then into that last weekend of June, this whole period is not yet sorted out. So more updates, and we'll do update number 4 on Thursday. If you're enjoying this year's Glastonbury updates, then please like, share and subscribe, and let us know in the comments that you're enjoying what we're doing. That's all for now though, and thanks for watching.